That's so cool. You're so cool, Miss. Everybody loves you and thinks you're amazing. Wait, let me do one last thing here. I almost forgore.
You almost forgore?
Forgore or something. This and this. Alright, let's go. Bubbling.
Yo, what's up, my little hogs and hoglets? It's time for the Penny's Big Breakaway stream. It turns out we've been live for 3 minutes, I didn't even know.
We have not been live for 3 minutes. Maybe like 1 minute.
It says 3 minutes on Twitch.
Which is wrong. Brenda's so stinky, it's a stink emergency.
It's like counting up in seconds, and we've been live for 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
I think they're overestimating a little bit.
It's not possible.
What happened?
That's not possible, Lena.
I'm possible.
I'm proud of you.
I really like this level theme, just right off the bat, by the way. This is great. Don't let the oh, I can't let the penguins steal it. Oh, okay.
So we've been live for over like a minute, right?
Yeah.
When can I swear?
Well, that ship has already sailed because you swore like immediately as soon as the stream started.
What did I say?
You were talking about Freddy Fazbear something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you swore during that sentence. No, I was just never mind.
Is that the new F word?
No, it's not. Shut up.
Oh my god.
That wasn't. No, I was just trying to. No. I'm gonna Freddy your Fazbear in just a minute.
I'm gonna try and do an impression of my niece. Oh my. You should do. Oh no, 1 second. No, what was it? It was like. You should. That's what she used to sound like. So like that. That one line from that game in Making, Norman's like, bunny. That was kind of vague. She's like me trying to channel her energy. You can't say Fazbear.
There was something I saw recently. This is reminding me. There's something I saw recently that I thought was like Haley energy. Or what it was though. It was something Sasha was showing me. Guys are so heavy, my arms are so short.
That's really distressing.
Yeah.
I have like some nephews, or at least one of them I have in my memory, right? And in my memory, he's this like disgusting little like larvae, right? With like a snot fountain nose, right?
Well, this character's calling me a young lady, so maybe she's not supposed to be old.
Yeah, just got the silver hair.
I know that was a trend for a while, was dyeing your hair like silver.
I have heard that a lot of people end up looking old because of it. Like, it's just the kind of thing where you should, if you don't wear it right, you look like a dumbass.
Anyway, what were you saying about your nephew?
In my mind, he's this like little disgusting skrunklet of a creature, right? With like dried snot all over his face. And he's like, and like I'm imagining like somebody trying to they're arguing over the fucking Xbox controller or something like, no, you ain't supposed to control you, something like that, right? But apparently he's like an adult now and has a kid.
Yeah, it's not a family relation, but well, it kind of is because it's a close like family friend of my parents.
Yeah.
Who had 2 kids who are both quite a bit younger than me. I would hang out with when growing up. Like, they were more like my siblings' age. Like, my sibling was, like, in between them in age. But I'd hang out with them too. And that's also funny because I also just remember them as being these funny little kids. And then last time I saw them a few years ago, they were like almost adults, and I was like, huh? How did this happen?
It is amazing how like childhood is such a small fraction of being alive, really.
Yeah, but if you know somebody as a child, that colors your perception of them for their entire life.
Yeah! They're always babby. They're always babby.
Like, I never understood it when my parents would be like, oh yeah, you're still just like my little baby to me, and that kind of thing, right? Yeah. I never understood that as a kid, but then, growing up and knowing people as children, and then seeing them grow up, it's like, oh yeah, I get that. They're always, they're always the little child version to you. Because one of them is so funny, because, like, she had, like, a naturally, like, really raspy voice, even when she was little. Like, she sounded like a woman who had been, like, smoking for, like, the last 30 years or something. But she was only, like, I want to say, like, 5 or 6 years old. That was kind of adorable. I knew when she was even younger than that.
On the Xbox.
Not quite that raspy, but you're like a Marge Simpson. Like you're more like an earlier.
It's my turn on the Xbox.
Maybe more like an earlier Marge Simpson before she started like really going downhill. But
says it's my turn on the.
Yeah, that's kind of closer. But like higher pitched because she was just a little kid.
Says it's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah, that's closer.
I can't fucking do this! I'm slowly becoming...
Hello, welcome to the stream.
I am the best!
I remember she, when she was really little... What the fuck did I just manage to do? What the hell? Okay. You gotta see that, Bis.
Collision is a suggestion!
How the fuck did I do that?
Do you have any questions for Toad? This is the Toad Power Hour! Submit your queries now!
How did I manage to... How did I do that before? How did I pull that thing off? I don't even know how I did it.
You're not gonna ask anything!
I need to figure it out again, because...
Well, I can see where I'm not wanted. Goodbye!
Bis, how do you do this? Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember how to do that? Because I did it once, but I don't know how I did it. And now I need to do it again, and I can't figure it out again.
You need to walk a certain distance away from the bingo bongo.
There's no you can't walk away here.
Well...
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah,
as simple as that.
To walk a distance away from the bingo bongo.
But yeah. It was always funny, so, like, I knew them when I was, like, a teenager, right? As kids. And it was funny because, at that age especially, I would get along really well with little kids. Because they thought I was really cool. Because I was into video games and stuff, you know? They were like, oh my god, like a big kid who likes video games and stuff like me, that's so cool. Well, even as an adult, I get along really well with kids because, like, I have so many video games and stuff like that. I could just pull out the Nintendo Switch and show them how many games I have on it, and they're like, wow. I
was like that until, like, I think when when there was, like, a lot of younger kids in, like, my family. Like I kept up with being, I kept up with that sort of stuff. Nowadays, though, nowadays I do not get along well with kids, I think.
I see.
Mostly because like most of the exposure I get to them is at work.
Oh.
And that means it's strangers' kids, and I hate being around strangers' children.
I see.
Cause I am like, I'm just a hazard, right? Let's be honest, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm full of just like I don't know, like, I'm like a se- like, I just feel, right, okay?
Uh-huh.
Like, I swear a lot, like I swear a lot by default, right?
Uh-huh. I do not.
I don't know, like...
In fact, people are surprised when they hear me swear.
Oh.
Yeah, we just had that on a stream the other day, remember? Somebody was like, I don't think I've ever heard Elena swear before.
Oh, they don't know me as well.
And then Shan was like, it took me a long time to get used to that.
I feel like a Spampton, you know?
A Spampton?
Like, you know, like, I think I've said before that, like, one of the, like...
I love the water looks so pretty. I love that water. Very satisfying to slurp across it.
Like, in so much as I'm, like, a weird, mildly broken mess of unpredictable elements.
I see.
Right? And there is an inherent tragedy and creepiness to my mere existence.
Oh.
And then I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be around other people's fucking kids.
Well, the difference is Spampton does want to be around children, apparently.
Yeah, that's
Spampton's a middle-aged man who hangs out with teenagers.
And tries to get into their rib cages. I mean, it's pretty accurate. All businessmen want is your soul.
Yeah.
And to probably kill you in the process. That's a nice bonus for them.
Bonus killing. I did not manage to get to the top of that one. That one's a hard one. Time for the busker bonus.
Yeah. At work when I was like younger, I think, when I was like when I only just started working there, right?
Uh-huh.
I felt like with at least some kids you could like get away with having like a genuine conversation. You could like get away with like conversing with them a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And it would work out alright, like...
Woodwork?
Like,
woodworking?
Like at this point, no.
Wow, they let you do woodworking at work?
You know, if you were real with them, they'd, like, appreciate it, right? But now I'm at the point where, like... I think I'm at the level of depressed adult that they can, like, smell it on you, right? And they just want to annoy you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I say kids, I think I'm talking about teenagers at this point, maybe.
I see.
Like at one point, I think like a couple months ago, some fucking kid asks me like, "Do you play anything?" And I'm like, "Oh, I've played a couple things, I guess." Right? I might have mentioned Fortnite, right? And none of those fuckers have let me forget it. They will not shut the fuck up about it. They think it's so fucking funny that like the miserable sitcom janitor at the restaurant plays Fortnite. You're not supposed to have color or joy in your life, you piece of shit. That's a joke to us.
Oh my god.
But I fucking hate I think I changed. Do I change my mind? I think I have a stronger stance than I thought. I fucking hate kids. I'm full on. I'm in the Squidward part of my life now. I think all kids should.
The Squidward part of your life. Well, you gotta be a kid first before you can be an adult.
Well, I think they should go do that somewhere where I don't have to look at it.
It's time to go in the pipe. What is this, a Mario game? I can't get in there. I am dumb of ass. Right now.
Just slot your yo-yo right in.
I'm trying, there we go. How did she fit through that grate? Is she secretly a liquid? Uh-oh! I made a boo-boo!
Elena,
I pressed the wrong button.
Elena, are you gonna look me in the eyes and tell me
I'm gonna look you in the ass.
Are you gonna look me in the eyes and tell me that Penny can't phase through solid objects? We've seen it so many times.
Well, I always thought that was like a glitch and not canon to a character.
As that's the main thing in the character bio.
Well, that was some sick moves I just pulled off there. Did you see that? I skipped so much of the level.
That was really sick, actually.
Thank you.
That was really sick and wicked and radical and cool.
Radical Highway Zone. Seeing a wave machine like this just makes me think of the infamous Action Park theme park that had a wave machine that killed multiple people.
In one sitting?
No, it wasn't in one sitting, but like it killed somebody and then they kept running it, and then it killed another person later.
This is the thing I don't understand about the world, is just, like, after the first one, why is it open?
And then they also had the water slide that was a loop-to-loop. That was like injuring people because people were getting their teeth stuck in the
knocked out
and they were getting lodged in the top of the loop, and then people were scraping themselves on the dislodged teeth.
Fucking, I love how like at that point they should have just rebranded the ride. Get eaten by the sandworm from Doom. $10.
Also, so when you go around the loop, you pull something like 9 Gs. They said when astronauts take off into space, it's only 6 Gs.
I think one of my favorite things about that is like the staff when they were making it. They were paying staff members $100 a go to test it.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And that, like,
so funny.
And that like one of the few people who did it were interviewed afterwards was like, I think they described it as like, I'm the idiot who agreed to that. It wasn't worth it.
It's so funny.
Whenever I think of that, I also think of the Rip line. Because both of them had like threads done about. I think just because I think both of them were tweeted about by folding ideas.
Oh, you see?
You remember the Rip line, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. For people who don't know, the long story short of the Rip line is that some fucking chungus who was like an engineer or something, or had some background in construction, had basically built like a zip line. You know, like a zip line you strap people in and they go down. Like a fucking what's the thing? It's an American tabby. What's it called? Summer camp. Yeah. I built one of these at a summer camp because they had like 40 grand that they were allowed to make whatever with, right? But the thing is, being the fucking genius they were, they're like, okay, well, zip lines are downhill, right? So I'm gonna put the top of it on top of this hill, and the bottom down at the bottom. Unfortunately, though, the second they sent like a sandbag down on the line to test it, they found out that this was accelerating what would hypothetically be children up to 40 miles per hour.
Wow.
Before they fucking careen into like the fucking end and like I guess either slam into the fucking receiving tower or like you know, or like get fucking experience like a quintillion G's as they fucking swing upwards at the end or whatever. And basically, this person had already built everything, like already spent all the money, and was now like, okay, how do I make a zip line slower? And everybody,
well,
and
how did I get down here this time? This was just like a death barrier before. Oh yeah, see, what the fuck? This game is so weird sometimes.
Oh, that's a Penny's Big Breakaway moment. But like, to put it lightly, they'd already fucked up, right?
Yeah.
There was like nothing they could do. Because basically either, like, if you put slack in the zip line, then people are just gonna get stuck in the middle at a point when they're like 20 meters off the ground or whatever. There was a load of ideas being thrown around, like the idea of just having like a big soft surface to crash into, but there's nothing you can crash into at 40 miles an hour that's safe. It just doesn't work.
Well, that's why you have to put like big, like fancy brakes on those things.
Yeah. The other thing was like, it was a passive braking system. No, there was a manual braking system, but they couldn't trust teenagers to work it right, obviously. A passive braking system, but then they couldn't engineer that in a way where it wouldn't be a big point of failure. There was the idea of putting a giant fan at the end that blows on them to slow them down, which is great because it's
Does it have to be
hey,
like 40-mile-per-hour wind?
Yeah. Hey, do you want to careen towards giant fan blades at 40 miles per hour?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just a load of garbage. And then somebody eventually came in and was like, listen, the only way to solve this problem is to make the angle less steep, right? So this receiving tower you built was like, it was like the size of like it was like a one-story building size. That's 2 stories in American, right? So it was like a set of like it was like a set of stairs, and then you're on the receiving tower, right? This person was like, the only way you can salvage this is to make the receiving tower higher. And then they had like a diagram showing that in order to correct the angle of this zip line, they would have had to have built a wooden receiving tower larger than the Washington Monument to correct the angle.
That's beautiful.
I love the idea of somebody going on like a zip line that's like unnecessarily high off the ground, goes to like this giant fucking wood tower that's as high as a roller coaster or something, and then having to spend like 3 minutes going down wooden stairs to get to ground level. It's so silly. Oh god, I really hope at some point somebody comes out the woodwork.
There's nothing in there. No. Oh, the penguins came out of there. I was like, why is there this suspicious like doorway here?
I hope at some point somebody comes out the woodwork and shows us more about that situation. I would love to hear it from.
Oh, the woodwork of the tower. Wait, woodworking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came up again. This is the woodworking stream. Yeah, remember I was talking about woodworking earlier?
Oh, that's fair. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you were annoyed at me?
Why was I annoyed at you again?
Because I brought up woodworking.
Was that really just the entire reason? Was you broke woodworking?
Yeah. And it wasn't what you were talking about.
What was I talking about?
Something about, work.
Oh yeah, that was Distraction 5. For a second I thought you might have been talking about Distraction 1, which was the thing that made me lose speed with my Toad impression. I'm still not forgiven for that one.
I hate the tone impression.
You are really bad at yes-anding me, and I hate it.
Well, cause I...
It's really funny, and you should encourage me to do it.
I should encourage you to beat my ass.
To beat your ass?
Yeah. Oh, these are exactly from Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World. Like,
No,
literally, these look exactly the same.
Yeah. It is a bit blatant. I mean, and now I'm just thinking
If I
about
was,
Zaz from Sonic Lost World again.
Professor Layton.
Because you remember he has that line. There's that little punk. I've been dreaming about pounding his sorry blue butt.
Yeah, pounding it. Accidental innuendo.
He had some of it. Like, okay, so I hate the writing in Lost World. Everybody knows this, right? But I think the tone sucks, right?
Uh-huh.
But out of context, I'm allowed to find some of the more brutal lines funny. Like I'm laughing at it when I say that these are good. I liked a lot of his quotes. Like I like that. I liked, "You're going home in a box. I'm gonna skin you alive." I think my favorite one is when he beats him in the lava world. He just says, "The boss is gonna beat me."
I like this world as just a giant bubble bath. This is very pleasing to me.
I didn't put two and two together. That it is the bath bomb land.
This is the opposite of the pool backrooms. In terms like this is the opposite end of the spectrum of just like endless bath places.
Yeah.
This is that, but it's like really pleasant. Instead of slightly off-putting.
It really is the front rooms, because it's like the least lonely place ever. Because in the back rooms you could wander for like, days without seeing anybody. But here it's like, you take a left turn and somebody's like, pick up the 12 bongles or I hate you.
Or I hate you.
Yeah. That's actually, I was saying to Arrow that I think that like mission structure in this game is like this game I have like a love-hate relationship with. I keep going back and forth on it. But the missions are like something I think I just fucking hate.
I just think they're funny.
Because if you don't do them, the game shames you for it. You get like a sad noise and they make a quote like, "Oh, you didn't get my bongles! I hate you now!" And it's like, I don't know, maybe you didn't fucking deserve them. Fuck off.
I think I can manage to get up there if I'm clever. Hold on. I think I got this.
But like, it's just really annoying. I don't like the missions. I don't like how I don't like how the game insists on them,
Yes, I made it. Look. Check out that shit. You were supposed to get there from somewhere else, but I failed that. But I still managed to get up there. Because I'm cool.
That was MLG Elena. I'm proud of you.
I'm MLG Elena now.
Good job, Lady Boo. You did it. This is you. Got up there and grabbed the shit.
Whoa, this
you
is
are
fun.
Lovely. I kiss you.
Oh, thank you, Biss. I love you so much.
And what was I saying? So I don't like the missions because
I think they're really funny and cute.
No, but every time you die, you have to do them again.
If you already did it once, you don't have to. It still counts as having done it, even though the game still acts like you're doing it again. It's still counted. Yeah, they still ask you to do it, but it's already counted.
Yeah,
so
but
you don't have to do it again.
The only reason I'm doing it is so the person doesn't hate me.
Oh.
Like, that's my motivation.
You don't actually have to do it though.
No, but they still say, grab 12 quintillion aphids, or I hate you.
They don't hate you.
They do! They're mean! They say mean things! The dialogue's all like, oh, your lunch is ruined now. Oh, how do we serve you? I'm gonna get fired for this.
Well, I saw one that was just like, oh, we can do this after work is over, I guess.
Well, some of them get worse. Some of them hate you, and it makes me really I don't like it. The game is like shaming me for not wanting to do these boring fucking stupid fucking missions again every time I die, okay? It's really upsetting. It's almost as bad as Kirby's big blowout butthole. I hate that game as well.
I also love that game.
That game has like
100% completed that game. The last level took me the majority of playtime. In terms of 100% completion, it was, I think it was 10 hours just on that level alone to get perfect on it.
That's the thing though, is that you like checklists, I don't.
Well, I was kind of disappointed with that one though, because the game didn't like acknowledge me any further. Like, it didn't acknowledge that I did that. Like, it says 100% complete after you do that, but there was no, like, fanfare or anything. That's the thing that pisses me off the most, is when you go through the trouble to 100% complete something, and then the game doesn't acknowledge you for it.
I have a genuine question.
Like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder was like that. Like, there's a point at which it no longer matters if you get everything, because the game's not going to say anything further about it. Like, the game just doesn't care. Yeah.
I have a question. So you 100% the secret final level or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
In like a game like that. Yeah, you're in your bedroom as a kid. Your grubby 3DS screen goes black. You know, it's the loading screen.
Uh-huh.
You see your own face a little bit in the darkened room, and then it just shows like a PNG of a render of Kirby smiling. And there's like an MS Paint speech bubble that just says, I hate you. And then it loads back to the title screen. How would that make you feel?
I give up video games forever.
I really want to do this now. That's gonna be the 100% reward for Twinkle Gift Free, is that Christmas person looks straight to the camera and says, oh, I fucking hate you.
I mean, I kind of did that with Gray Area by making the bad ending be the 100% complete one. And I did see, like, 2 people who were pissed off about that, so...
Oh my god, no, I want to piss these people off even more.
They were like, there's no reason to do this because all you get is the bad ending. It's like, no, but there's like lore and stuff.
Imagine, it would be...
There's implications.
I keep trying to think of more nasty things that I can have this person say. It's a shame you're alive.
Because, like, I didn't like the idea of having the ending that's harder to get be the quote-unquote real one. Because I wanted people to see the real ending just by playing the game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I wanted everybody to get to see the real ending, you know? So having the bad ending be the one that you get for 100% completing it just kind of made sense to me.
I think it's good to punish tryhards.
What was it a punishment? I just wanted it to be an alternate ending. If you 100% complete it, so that everybody gets to see the true ending.
Well, I think you weren't... I think if you didn't view that as a punishment, then you're wrong. You should punish them next time. You should have a screen where Haley looks them dead in the eye and says, I think God should kill you.
Oh my god.
That's like one of my
now I remember what it was that, I remember what it was that I was coming up with Sasha that, Haley would do as a kid. Which was just that, she'd see an ad online that says, hot pizzas near you. She clicks on that. And then ends up, and then, you know that one pizza, dancing pizza that you don't like from Hypnospace Outlaw?
Yeah.
It's like that ends up on the desktop, and she doesn't know how it got there. And stuff like that.
Wonderful.
And they're like, Haley, why is the computer so slow? And she's like, I don't know. She's been like clicking on every ad that she's seen.
Can I be honest?
Uh-huh.
I don't like the character design in this game.
Oh no.
It's my hot take. I think the music is a bit mediocre. I think it's a bit mediocre.
You're saying they should have stuck to the hard-boiled heavies?
No. That's not what I'm saying. We do not exist in a binary between Eddie and Heavy King.
Beat Eddie at his own sumo game.
I feel like that needs to just be like a standard comeback now. It's just like, ah, God, you know, the fucking Prime Minister worth shit. Would you have preferred the hard-boiled heavy? I didn't see you voting for the hard-boiled heavy.
Oh my god. The Abyss,
We go up to straight people and they're like, oh, I fucking hate my wife. And we're like, well, why didn't you marry the hard-boiled heavies?
Oh my god. Anyway, Biss.
And then we find somebody who's like, ah, I hope I can get bomb surgery soon. I'm really dysphoric. We're like, we bet you wish you were born with the hard-boiled heavy.
But you wish you were born as a hard-boiled heavy. You were assigned hard-boiled heavy at birth.
Okay, that's more accept. That makes more sense. I was just imagining all 7 of them in like a big scroll or something.
Go to bed, Biss. Anyway, I was going to say... So I've been thinking about, the Saints Row series lately, right? Because I've been playing Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
And then last night I remembered, I have Saints Row 2, but I never really played it very much, because last time I played it, I couldn't figure out how to get past the tutorial. This time I got past the tutorial with no problem. I don't know what was wrong with me last time.
Oh, nice.
I played it in like 2018. 2019 last time I played it. Anyway, I've been thinking about that series and how, it just got more and more batshit over time.
Yeah.
Because it started out as just sort of like a Grand Theft Auto parody. Like it was, but like very similar to Grand Theft Auto, generally speaking, right?
Yeah,
It's just like a little bit more raunchy, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek, right? So the first 2 games are like that, right? There's like some stuff in them that are sillier than stuff that you'd get in Grand Theft Auto. Like there's a mission I did in Saints Row 2 where, you have to, spray shit from a septic truck all over stuff.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that one.
And like, so that's sillier than Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah.
And then in Saints Row the Third, everything is like extremely over the top, right? You have like these ridiculous weapons that don't make any sense. Like there's the shark cannon, where like you fire it at the ground and then a giant shark pops out of the ground at that location and just destroys everything that it's touching. There's like a zombie apocalypse as part of the story. You know, stuff like that. And then Saints Row 4, you become the president and, oh, well, it fell through the geometry.
Oh, that's Penny's big clip away.
Saints Row 4 starts with you becoming the president and, like, riding on a nuclear bomb, and then aliens invade, and the Earth gets destroyed, and it all takes place in a simulation, and you have superpowers, and etc, etc. Right? And then the next game just takes place in hell. The fuck am I... Hello? Also, hello Shan, welcome to the stream, and hello Invader Ryan.
The geometry is merely a suggestion. I'm sorry, that's just how this game is. Like, if you can't handle the geometry being a suggestion, then maybe you should just go
I don't know, I just went through
Sonic
the wall.
Mania.
I don't know what happened.
Would you rather not go through the wall?
Yeah.
Would you rather go through the hardboard?
Okay, shut up. Dude, I was gonna say, it's kind of funny to hear Saints Row 3 called Grounded. It only feels grounded if you compare it to the games that came after it, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you compare it to the earlier Saints Row games, it's extremely over the top in comparison.
It's grounded from the scalp because it's doing like a handstand while it shits into the air. That's the metaphor.
Also, we found out, Shan, she's not supposed to be an old lady. Fortunately,
well, okay,
she's supposed to be a young lady.
Okay, so there is an NPC who will be like, oh, you know, young lady or whatever, right? Have you considered that it might be like the way you patronize
She's trying to be nice
to old people? Yeah.
I see it,
you know,
but I think she's just supposed to have silver hair.
Oh my god, I was.
This is very
okay,
quiet. Are they?
Wait, have I been quiet the entire time?
No, your volume is the same as mine. You were just talking quietly.
Okay, what was I about to say? Anyway, I was thinking, you know when like you remember how a show went, right? But you're not sure if it's just like you partially reconstructing the memories incorrectly or not. I tried to remember how the SpongeBob chocolate old woman thing went. Because like isn't the joke with that like SpongeBob and Patrick knock on a door, like an old lady answers, and SpongeBob is like SpongeBob sort of like, you know, sort of patronizingly is like.
But she's not old. She's just an adult.
No, I thought.
She definitely doesn't look old. I
thought she was like supposed to be like 60 or something. So SpongeBob is like, "Hey there, young lady.
Let me see.
Is your mother home?" And it's supposed to be like a compliment because she's old, right? And then the joke is that she does have a mother who's even older, and that's the one who's like.
Okay, no, she is like, old. I was just looking.
Right. Is that the joke? Is that the joke? Because I remember that.
Yeah, but then, her mom is home.
Yeah.
And it's extremely old.
And the second part of the joke I think I remember is obviously she's like, you know, she's trying to be like, these boys are selling chocolate. Yeah. I remember when they first invented chocolate. I hated it. And then SpongeBob's like, no, SpongeBob's like, oh no, but this chocolate's not chocolate. You eat it's chocolate. And then Patrick's like, oh, you rub it on your skin and you live forever. And I think it cuts back, and her daughter is like doing the "shut up" face.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my favorite thing. The implication, like, please don't consign me to put up with this old hag forever. I'm waiting for it to die.
So funny.
That's like so subtly dark. I love it. But yeah, I want to mention that because, like I said, I'm not sure if my memory for the scene is correct. And the version in my head was so funny that, like, if I'm wrong, I want to preserve it before correcting myself, you know?
I see. I think it's correct, though. I was just looking into it. Oh, nice seam in the texture there, 0 out of 10 game.
I see
it. Nice tiling texture right there.
I sound like I'm 2 meters or 7 feet away from the microphone. It was very nice.
They sound normal to me.
The Americans.
I don't know.
Maybe
Their volume level looks normal.
Maybe it's the game's too loud.
No, the game's very quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna say some normal stuff and then unmute the stream. Okay. I'm a member of the Midnight Crew. I'm a night owl and a wise bird too. Home with the milk in the morning, singing the same old song. Rise with the moon, go to bed with the sun. Or you leave to bed and you'll miss all the fun. Bring your wife in trouble, it will never trouble you. Make her a member of the Midnight Crew. I never shall forget the night I made 6 robbers run. Although I didn't have a knife, a blackjack, or a gun, I proved myself a hero of a very high degree. I ran for home and 6 of them were running after me. Let's see how that sounds. I'm gonna say something on the stream.
Hello, I'm Elena. I'm the bug of the stream. I'm the bug of FlutterBug.
Elena, it's that you're very loud on stream for some reason.
What? I haven't adjusted, I haven't changed any volumes.
You're louder on stream than you are in the call.
Huh. I haven't changed anything in ages. I can turn you up a little bit.
Okay, that's gonna be a good idea. Yeah, somebody tell me if this ends up fixing the problems. We would really like to know. If it's all fixed, if it's all okay, I won't know unless you say.
I won't know unless you're gay.
Input. You gotta give it to us. If you don't, we will come to your house and replace your genitals with hard-boiled heavies.
So I wanted to talk about Saints Row some more, right?
Yeah.
We got sidetracked from that. I was gonna say, I think it's perfect for that series that just each one just sort of upped the ante in terms of how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the perfect way that series could have gone.
It's a set of incremental micro shark jumps. Like shark hops.
Yeah, cause like I like how, the one after Saints Row 4 just takes place in hell. They're just like, yeah. We're in hell now. Called Gat Out of Hell, because there's a character named Johnny Gat who dies, I think, at the beginning of Saints Row 3.
Oh, and you go to hell too.
Or no, you play as him in hell, trying to escape.
Oh.
Isn't that great?
That's pretty cool.
And that's how they brought back, like, the superpower shit and stuff like that without it still being in a simulation. Like, oh, he's just in hell.
That's possible, Shan. Although Elena, I think, is Elena's got headphones. I've got headphones. Old MacDonald has headphones.
So Gat Out of Hell came out in 2015, right?
Yeah.
So up to that point, all the games have great reviews, right? Everybody loves all of them. In more recent times, they released a remaster of Saints Row the Third. And nobody liked it. People were like, the original is better, still. There's no reason to play this remaster. And then, last year, they released a series reboot just called Saints Row. And that one has bad reviews, nobody likes it.
Yeah, I think I heard something like that, roughly.
I don't remember... I haven't heard very much about it, or at least I don't remember very much about it. But I heard it's like really like toned down. Cause like I preface this by like explaining how each game in the series was more like wild than the last.
Yeah.
To then be like, that's why people were so disappointed with the reboot one that was less wild than like any of the other games in the series.
Oh. Wait,
Like,
they normaled it? What the fuck?
yeah, like they got rid of like a lot of the raunchier stuff, by my understanding. Like they don't have the dildo bat anymore,
Okay,
which is a series staple.
Okay, well that was like never funny to begin with, so I'm not really missing it.
Oh.
It's like, you know what I'd rather have than a dildo bat?
What?
The hard-boiled heavies.
Oh, thank you.
They should... Could you imagine? Inexplicably, they get the rights to do that. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I think partially the reason why it's turned out this way is that there was 8 years between titles. And also that, like the THQ that exists now is not the THQ that existed back then. So it's completely different people working on it.
Yeah, I can imagine there's a problem if the people that made it don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Also, I mentioned I was playing Saints Row 2 last night, right?
Yeah.
I discovered some interesting things about it. First of all, is that apparently the PC port of it is not very good. And it struggles a lot on modern computers. Well, it struggled a lot on computers of the time as well. It struggles a lot now.
Yeah.
There's some mods on stuff that supposedly makes it more tolerable, which I was using. But like it still runs into this problem where just at random, sometimes it will just slow down to a crawl. Like just like a slideshow.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it other than just to restart the game.
Yeah.
Jen says you don't like to slap people with dildos?
I think it's just a little bit impersonal. You should just go for the actual dick. Okay, that's... I don't know if I stand by that. That's a stupid take, actually.
Anyway, I was gonna say, oh fuck.
I should have... You know, I just realized.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite, though.
Uh-huh.
Because I find it mildly amusing. I find the ball penis cane from Homestuck mildly amusing. And what is a ball penis cane if not just the gritty, down to earth version of a dildo bat?
But yeah, so Saints Row 2, so I got it working decently well. It just still slows to a slideshow sometimes, right? I discovered while looking into this stuff that there was a like full-on like patched version of the program being worked on that would fix the issues and get it working on modern computers. But the main guy working on it, who was like a staff member, or like he was an actual like person who worked at the company that made the game originally, right? So it was a semi-official PC patch. He died while in the middle of working on it in 2021.
Oh no! Oh, that's genuinely sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had cancer, and he was quoted as saying it was he kept working on it until the day he died. He said it was his choice to continue working on that project, up until the end. So
Major respect.
yeah, he was only 50. But then yeah, so that project has not been finished since. It's been like they call it delayed, but like I don't know how much it's being worked on without him. That's kind of unfortunate. I saw people saying that weirdly enough, the best way to play Saints Row 2 now is to emulate the Xbox 360 version. Like that's more stable on PC than the actual PC version at this point.
That's kind of tragic. I'm so sorry. Oh, there was actually some drama in the Sonic community recently that sort of this reminds me of. Okay, so do you remember the Super Mario 64 decompilation?
Yeah.
Super Mario 64 is one of the most understood and most like hacked like games in history, right?
Yeah.
And the
Thanks to the
decompilation
decompilation.
yeah, I mean even before then though, right? Like a lot of people had touched it and done stuff with it.
Yeah.
And even before the and it took like a lot of really skilled people a lot of like years to decompile it, right? And it's an N64 game written in C. So a little while ago on Twitter there was somebody claiming that they were working on a decompilation of Sonic Unleashed to put it on PC, right? You know, just like a game which is several orders of magnitude more complicated to decompile, right? Because it's a modern fucking game, effectively.
Yeah, most decompilation projects I've heard about are like there's Mario 64 decompilation, but most of the other ones I've heard about are like Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah. And this person was claiming that they had a version 1.0 ready to download, right?
Oh.
And that you had to join like a Discord server to get it.
The Discord server also, like a scam?
And also the person in question was, I think, 16 years old.
I see.
Yeah! And there was no... and like I think there was like something where like they didn't have like a public GitHub or anything, so you couldn't really look over the project or whatever. And some people brought up there might be some sort of security concern, like you're downloading a program potentially by some fucking weirdo, right? There's no transparency on any of this.
Yeah, that was where my brain immediately went to.
So it turns out that the version 1.0 is actually just the game working in a modified fork of Zinnia, right? But because it's a modified fork of Zinnia that's not publicly shown on any sort of GitHub or anything, right? You have no fucking clue what he's done to this thing. So it's still sketchy, right? And everybody was like, "This is you're falsely advertising your project or whatever." He's like, "No. No, the decompilations give you like version 2. Version 1 is just
okay, thanks.
And like I think it was like, was it like, I forgot what game it was, but like I think there was like some community, right? Oh, I think it might be the Fortnite modding community or something like that, right? People from, if not Fortnite, if it was some other game, I'm sorry. But, like, it was something like that. People from that came out the woodwork and they were like, "Oh, God, this fucking kid again.
Oh, no.
Don't pay attention." Yeah, like apparently they had a reputation for, like, you know, the Fortnite community had already gotten sick of this little shit and basically shooed them away. Because they had, like, overpromised and, like, done, and been, like, a weird, like, petty, immature little shit. But yeah, it was just wild. I think my favorite thing was just seeing people seeing like the biggest experts in the Sonic like hacking community all come out the woodwork to be like, "Listen, lay people, you do not understand how dubious of a claim this is. I can explain the orders of magnitude away from possible this is."
Oh my god.
It reminds me of when electricians talk about wood fracking or male-to-male power cables, you know. Because when electricians talk about stuff like that, it always feels like Gandalf is warding you from evil artifacts, you know. it's always.
Also, I was gonna say, there's something I was reminded of that Sasha was telling me about recently. Where there's this like this 15-year-old, I think she said, who like keeps trying to infiltrate like not safe for work spaces.
Yeah.
Like there's like not safe for work art and that kind of stuff. And then like removes their age from their bio to get in there, right? But as soon as they start getting called out, then they put it back and they're like, I'm a minor actually.
Yeah,
You're harassing a minor. It's like, oh great. I was reminded of that because you mentioned that this was like a kid. Oh yeah, that's the other thing she mentioned.
Yeah, they're a tracer.
Beautiful.
And there's some of the stuff that's dubious about them. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, right? I was thinking yesterday, like...
When I hear about stuff like this, I'm like, I hope they get their act together by the time they're older.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like... Yesterday I was thinking, like... I don't know what my feelings are about what should be done about kids on the internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't do stuff like that when I was a kid. So, like... It's not just because they're a kid that they act like this, but also you gotta cut them some slack, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they are also just a kid. So like they have a chance to grow out of it still, you know?
Yeah. I think one of the reasons, I think one of the things that's like on my mind is like... I'm gonna be real with you, right? I think a lot of people think of these questions, right? And the main thing on their mind is, like, obviously, you know, how do we keep kids safe and stuff like that, right? I think there's a part of me right now that's just like, how the fuck do we get these stupid babies away from us? Like, I don't know, like, I have this weird thing where, like, on the one hand, I think that it takes a community to raise people, and I think that young people should have, like, you know, they should be able to communicate with adults outside of just their parents so that they have a broader view of the world. You know, there should be responsible adults in their life or whatever, right? You know, and there should be places, there should be community, there should be like transparent community spaces, right? I think. Or like spaces that are not open to abuse, where like, you know, kids can, on some level, maybe interact with some amount of adults. I think, you know, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I think that, like, on a broader level, I think that kids need to engage with the world, right, in order to learn.
This is what school is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what school is supposed to be.
You're describing how school is supposed to work.
Yeah, that's the problem is it isn't though, is that the school is just a place where they just sit you down and they ask if you can remember like a handful of numbers, and if you do, you win. I guess that's the thing is, like, you know, it's all like impersonal and you get funneled through. But like ideally, yeah, like teachers should be mentor figures, right? But yeah, it's like, you know, but my point is, I think that like saying like if you're in like a village like I am, right? Oh, good luck with the AFK, Shan. I assume it's for cat or bug reasons, and if so, I tell the cat or bug.
Whoa! Did you see the way that Penny just walked up that hill? That was great.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Why is she like this?
She's so cool. I'm impressed.
But let me fit. What was I saying? Okay, my point is right. Okay, it's like, you get my point, right? Like, I'm a person who, I believe in communities is like an important part of like an important thing, which like, you know, and all that shit, right? But then also, I have to balance that out with just like, I kind of just, I don't know, like, I hear stories about like this fucking 15-year-old trying to get where they're not supposed to be, right? And some part of me is just like, God, I just wish they were not on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Just fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's unfair because it's like I was raised by the internet largely, and I turned out better than most people when you break it down. Like, most people are slime compared to me. So I don't know. 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 I don't know what we should, like, I don't know. But yeah, it's like with the instance of this person like lying now, right? It is hard because it's like, oh, what do you do? Do you like demand fucking like legal ID off people? But then it's, but then again, that shit can be that. I mean, I guess. I guess. Okay, I don't think AI could be used to forge that, so that's not like it. I don't know. It's like at that point, you're basically asking people to dox themselves to enter those spaces, and that's like a weird thing. I don't know.
I've seen people talk about that, like, there are no clear solutions to these problems.
Yeah, like the fundamental problem is that like, I think the fundamental problem is just
because like, you both have the idea that it's beneficial for kids to have spaces on the internet, but then also people exploit children's spaces on the internet.
Yeah.
And like, there doesn't seem to be any clear way to like consolidate those two things.
Yeah.
It's an extremely difficult problem.
I think
because like if you like censor a space too much to where like kids aren't allowed to like speak freely or whatever, like when there's like chat rooms with just like pre-made phrases and stuff like that, kids get tired of it, right? They're not interested in that. But as soon as you allow the chat to be open, now it's exploitable by adults, you know?
Yeah.
And so the balance, nobody's figured it out yet, basically. Is what the thing was saying. Well, the person in the video is watching. It's saying.
And then, like, I will say that, like, I think places like, say, a YouTube comment section, right?
Uh-huh.
It would, like, just talking ideals here, right? Like, obviously, people don't always obviously, the world isn't that simple, right? But I think, ideally, like, a YouTube comment section should probably be, like, a McDonald's, right? Like, a McDonald's is a place where anybody can go, right?
Uh-huh.
But there's, like, maybe some bounds of what you reasonably say there, maybe.
I see.
But then, I don't know. All this is too big of questions. I'm tired.
Like I said in the video I was watching, it was like, nobody's figured this out, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, as somebody who grew up on the internet, she was aware that there were benefits to it, right? There were good things about it. But also, she ran into predatory adults as a child on the internet. And it's like, and that's not good, obviously. Yeah. So... I think the question of what to do about that is such a difficult question.
I think I sort of benefited from being weirdly, like, socially, like I was kind of a ghost for, like, a lot of my life, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I didn't actively participate in things socially. I would, like, just sort of, intake content and look at other people's interactions or whatever, right? But I didn't get involved in stuff much. I think maybe in terms of being online, that was helpful for me. Because I was never in, like, communities, I think.
I see.
Except I used to be... I think there's, like, a couple forums I posted on a few times. But, like, not enough that I was, like, meaningfully interacting with people.
I was on some forums as a little kid. Like 9 or 10 years old, that kind of age, right? Early teens.
Yeah.
But it was the UB Funkies forums. It was all just it was mostly just other kids my age. And nothing weird ever happened there.
I think the UB Funkies forum benefits from two things, right?
Uh-huh.
Number one...
Oh, I was also on the Spore forum a little bit around that time.
I feel like UB Funkies are not popular enough for any adult to go there in good faith, right? And they're also not popular enough for any dubious people to think to go there looking for people. They're just such a weird, obscure corner for freaks.
So I was a freak for being into the UB Funkies?
Yeah, that was the implication.
Well, thank you.
You like being a freak. Don't you fucking act like I'm insulting you. Act like I'm enjoying you.
I don't remember a whole lot from those days. I remember there was just one kid on there, or there's this one quote that I always remember from this one kid on there who was talking about being autistic.
Yeah.
And they just said, "I have autism, and sometimes I wonder what it's for."
Oh, that feels potent.
Yeah, that quote always stuck with me for whatever reason.
That feels like halfway between a modern Tumblr shitpost and like an 80s song lyric. that feels almost like a Pink Floyd line or something.
I think I'm getting kind of good at moving around in this game. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Are you feeling the hog more?
Perhaps. That video you showed me of the speedrun like opened my third eye to this game.
Yeah. I think one of my complaints to this game is that like you kind of almost need to see a speedrun before you get it, I think.
Well, somebody had to come up with the speedrun.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, but like my point is that like there's always going to be some. Well, no, that's the thing though, is that in the pre-release materials, they were kind of like, I think, trying to like indicate that to people, right?
I see.
I only saw like a couple videos, but like in the videos, like there was a lot of
I only
like,
saw trailers and Nintendo Directs. That's the only times I saw this game.
That's fair. But those like live streams they did, and one of them was with.
Oh, good night, Shan.
The Alzheimer's charity scam guy.
Oh yeah.
Have a nice sleepy peep. Have a nice sleepers peepers.
Oh, it's dementia. But yeah.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. What did I say?
Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah, those are different.
Uh huh.
But yeah.
Poop.
Wait, is one included in the other?
No, they're completely separate.
They're completely separate?
Yeah, those are different diseases. And in fact, the dementia in question that the charity was for was a specific type of dementia that, like early onset.
Is dementia is usually an old age thing, right?
Both are.
Well, okay, so and they both have the same effect, right?
They have slightly different effects. They're both degenerative, like brain disorders. They cause like neurological degeneration.
What's the difference?
The ways in which they function and the types of things that degenerate.
Do you have any, like example?
dementia, I believe, is the one where usually people get, like, aggressive.
Oh.
Whereas Alzheimer's
Okay.
is just they tend to start forgetting things.
Okay, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for the info.
That's just like really like extremely short summary. Basically, there's more to it than that.
You can see why I mixed them up, though, right?
I think so. They are similar. Like, often they'll be referred to in the same sentence, like, people will say Alzheimer's and dementia. Anyway, go on.
And what's I saying? Oh yeah, saying...
We're talking about footage of this game.
Yeah, in the pre-release stuff of this game, they were trying to, like, market it as a game that has, like, you know, high-speed potential and stuff. And they're trying to market the flow and the high-level play and stuff. So, like, even arguably the speedrunners didn't start from scratch on this stuff. The developers were hand-feeding the goat a little.
Can I recover this? Oh, I might have been able to. Didn't quite do it. Hand-feeding the goat?
Yeah. It's a phrase I just came up with on the spot. Do you like it?
Maybe.
Remember Wonderful 101?
Yeah, we streamed that together.
I love that game. There's so many things about that game I love. Like how the edgy anime boy has a spaceship that has like a shark mouth. There's the one part where the shark mouth spaceship like plows through like a stereotypical UFO and like bites its power cell out and then crushes it like Raiden and crushing all the spines in Metal Gear Rising. And it has like the same text on screen.
Oh yeah, so like I mentioned, the completionist, he had a charity for particular form of dementia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, it affects the frontal lobe specifically, which is, as you know, the personality center. And it does things to you that generally happen when the frontal lobe is affected, where like personality changes, like there's usually like more aggression. Because like one of the things that the frontal lobe does is sort of modulate your aggressive tendencies, right? Like, and when it's not functioning properly, then those will just happen. Because there's nothing to stop them, basically. There's not that higher order of thought to be like, hey, maybe I don't want to be mean or aggressive or whatever in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how that works. But, and then I think it said it's just that, like, one of the common causes of death in that form of dementia is just that the person will no longer feed themselves. Like, they don't remember to eat anymore. That's not always how it goes, but that's one of the things that can happen.
That's really sad. I don't want to.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just weird and my pet interest is medical disorders. I think I could have been a doctor if I had been able to put up with going to school for long enough to become a doctor.
I think, you know what? Whenever you, I think sometimes when you describe a medical disorder, right? And you're like, isn't that interesting? My response is like the old man from that one comic. I don't know. That's scary. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't really remember it. It sounds vaguely familiar.
Oh, so there's this one comic, right? Where like panel 1 is like this like anime boy, and like he's glowing. It's like, Master, I feel it. My power's surging. What is this? And then he's like, I don't know. That's
Okay, but how is this
scary."
character designed, by the way? Oh yeah, and I do remember that Nelly you mentioned.
Even this, I don't like this one either.
Really?
It looks,
I think
it
she's
looks
pretty
fine.
good.
She looks fine in some art. In others, she looks really stupid.
Puppet
She
Penny.
looks-
What if there was a Puppet Laney?
They would be in like World
Wait,
6.
this is it's Metal Sonic. This is
Oh my
Metal
God, it
Sonic.
is. I didn't put 2 and 2 together on that.
Because you gotta race them.
Yeah. And
And what?
no, I'm just encouraging you to think about and. That's all.
There's no and.
Okay, great. Thank you. Wonderful. You fuck. You can fucking skip that? Oh, Elena, you're a badass.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Oh,
that
you-
that didn't connect. Oops.
I love how the aesthetic is Toy Time Galaxy, but the geometry is Egg Fleet.
Egg Fleet?
You know, from Sonic Heroes.
No, I don't remember.
Because you're running across a load of little boats. You know, like in Egg Fleet.
No, I don't remember Egg Fleet.
The one where you're up high up in the sky in Sonic Heroes.
I remember a level like that in Shadow the Hedgehog.
It's the Shadow the Hedgehog one is based on the one from Sonic Heroes, and
I only remember it in Shadow.
don't you remember at the beginning of the stage?
I could do
like
this a
every
little better. Let's try again.
There's like a little bit of like cutscene at the beginning of each stage.
No,
Like you
I don't
hear
remember that at
Eggman
all.
You hear Eggman over
I
a
remember
big announcer be
cutscenes
like,
in Shadow.
Eggman over the announcer be like, "You fools must have a death wish. Witness this invincible battleship built by the hands of a genius. Its power unmatched across the universe." And then like you see Sonic being like, "Okay, Eggman, let's get this party started."
All I
You're like-
remember from Sonic Heroes is I remember the spooky level where Tails is like, "This is scary."
Are all your memories gonna just be Tails? Related?
And I remember the one level in that's like a big forest and there's frogs.
Okay, that's fair.
And I remember the starting area with the whales and shit.
Okay, but do you remember that his head is spinning?
My head is spinning. And I remember
I have a
enjoying
lot.
Vector the Crocodile. Oh, I also
I have a
remember
lot.
there's that one city, there's that one city level, and it looks similar to the city in Sonic Forces.
Yeah, and has like almost the same name.
Uh-huh. But the Sonic Forces one is like all white.
Yeah. I have a lot of memories of Sonic Heroes.
I remember
Like,
having a good time with it, of course.
Ooh, maybe that was the ghost of Eggman we fought earlier. Oh, stop beating up!
Not
it
enough
wasn't, it was like-
coins, huh? What do you mean not enough coins?
I mean, if you looked at the UI,
No?
look at the UI during the race.
You know, infamously, I don't do that. I didn't even notice. Wait, I had no idea that was even there.
Yeah. This is like it's kind of like Gourmet Race.
Oh, I thought it was just like, Metal Sonic.
Nah, they thought they were trying to be special. They were trying to be cool. I really want to replay Sonic Heroes, but like I haven't got my Wii set up at the minute. And like, I would ideally be playing the PC version with mods, but my new computer doesn't have like a disk drive.
It's on my abandonware.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have it on my computer.
Yeah.
From there.
Okay, I guess I'll set it.
My abandonware is great. Hey, what the fuck? Why did it respawn me over nothing? I'm starting over.
Yeah, I hate this stage. It did that to me like 3 fucking times.
Oh. The stage is cool otherwise.
I have like a really big hot take. I think my big hot take about this game, right, is that like I think the fundamentals of it are pretty good. I think that some of the stuff they try and do with it is a bit scuffed and a bit jank. I think this game would be better if it was like half as long and had no fucking missions.
The missions are cute and funny. I'm gonna fight you on that one.
The missions are shit.
You don't have to. You don't even have to do them.
They judge you. It shames you for not doing them, okay?
Yeah, well, that's on you to care what the video game says.
What do you fucking mean? Elena, this is like... I'm describing what I would like it better as, okay? Fuck you! Fuck you, Elena.
It's your skill issue. To take the game personally.
Elena?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to fucking pummel you. And pummel you, and pummel you. And then I'm going to pummel you. And then I'm going to pummel you some more. And you're gonna get pummeled by me.
Oh,
then
and I'm gonna love every minute of it.
And you're gonna get pummeled and pummeled and pummeled. And then I'm gonna pummel you. And then you're gonna get pummeled by me. And then I'm gonna go get Pomni and we're gonna pummel you together.
I love Pomni.
And we're all gonna pummel you, and you're gonna get pummeled and drubbed and pummeled. And then you're gonna be the pummeled fucking bumhole bakery sale gaming. That's what your new Twitch channel's gonna be called. That's what everybody's gonna refer to you
Bumhole bakery sale gaming.
Pummel bumhole bakery sale gaming. Also, you now have a spike on your head, just like Punished Snake. Because you're pummeled bumhole bakery sale.
I keep running into that one meteor because I don't. Oh, come the fuck! I keep getting stopped at that exact spot on the level because I run into the goddamn meteor.
Oh my god, Lena, I really want to have a character now that at some point gets pummeled, and they just go through like a despair arc where they get a new form that's just called Pummel version of the. It's the Pummel form. And they're like a pariah, and they're trying to find redemption.
Isn't Pariah a Sonic YouTuber?
Yes, they are.
Why are they Why are they like Pariah?
I think it's. I don't know. I think they go against the grain with some opinions, maybe. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? They actually released a video recently where they were talking about their opinions on every Splatoon single player. And their favorite one so far is the Octo expansion.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, it just kind of is.
I do like how gay the new one is, though. That one gets extra points for being so gay.
Absolutely. At the end of the they mentioned, right, that the ending of Octo expansion feels like something from a Sonic or Kirby game or a Trigger anime, right?
They basically did the same ending to the new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very similar feeling thing.
Oh, okay, I'll look into that at some point. But like, it got
I like
me
how this
thinking,
character.
right?
I like how Taboo is basically the Lady Palutena of Puppet Pomni or Puppet Penny. Excuse me. You put the word Pomni into my head.
Well, they're both sort of jesters, aren't they? It does make
I thought maybe I could get over. I could sneak my way over, but oh, it put me up. Oh, I did sneak my way over. Ha ha ha.
Oh my fucking lord! Are you serious?
I was so clever.
Elena, you are such a little Hosenhorfen Dorfen Porfen.
A what?
It's just a word I made up. Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
It means fuck you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the definition. There,
No
beat
problem,
the
my
goddamn
darling little
level.
egg salad.
Double Puppet Penny's coin count by the end of the race. That's the achievement I just got. That's a rare achievement, apparently. It was sparkly. Not many people have it. Magical Mr. Q never managed it. Look at how smug she looked. And he never changes, that was Elise's problem. Penny makes really funny faces. Well, it directed everything else. World's Strongest Man starring in the World's Strangest Theater. Never the same show twice. Oh my god, they drew her so thick here. What the hell? Look at that. That is an ass and a half. That is like beyond Pixar mom body. That's Pixar mom body 2.0 right there.
I'm gonna be honest, this drawing is the one that makes me officially not like her design.
Really?
It's not even necessarily the thickness, it's just the way it's drawn is just...
Oh no.
It's just not great. Although, I've just realized, if you, like, the way the start of her sleeves is drawn is kind of like every has-been hotel.
That ass though.
It is kind of incredible, isn't it?
I have a gift for this occasion.
Okay, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Let's see how difficult it will be for me to put this on the stream. How many steps is this going to take? There we go. It wasn't the best, but I did it. There you go.
Wow. Incredible.
That's the gift for this occasion. You're welcome.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you. Thank you for that, Elena. Thank you. Thank
To
you,
us.
Elena. Thank you for that, Elena. Good.
You're welcome. You're welcome, BisTheFairy.
It amazes me how you consistently manage to make fairy sound like a slur.
Is it not?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't aware you were being awful.
You're just joking.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware you were being a disgusting little fucking piece of shit.
You need to go home, but Eddie's land isn't home for you anymore. I love the facial expressions that Penny has. With a rip of a page, you can reshape your fate. To enter this teleporter is hidden inside the Lawberry Courthouse. The old fuddy-duddy Judge Rufus won't have the faintest clue. What fun!
I do like the funnel that she has on one of her legs. In case she needs to pour the sort of sauce into her shoe.
In case she needs to piss.
No! No!
The piss gets funneled in there. Pingoville.
No!
How much longer are you want to stream for, by the way? What you
I
up
think
for?
I'm like done.
I see.
Done.
Okay, we'll do one more level then.
I think I've used up all my energy, and I think you need to give me some TLC now.
What, there's a cutscene for this one? Oh, she just arrives through the book. I like how they drop Penny in these cutscenes. Looks like extra scrunkly.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Oh, so we're in the wrong place. That's why this game is so long. Because we just go to this place that doesn't... We don't even need to be here. We're in the filler level.
I mean, to be fair, at least there's penguins. You like penguins.
I do love penguins. It's true. But this game has so many of them that it doesn't really feel special.
Oh, that's
to go to
a
Penguin
weird
Land.
take. That's a weird take.
Why is that a weird take?
Like, it doesn't feel cool. Like you're on the home base of the enemy team.
Well, I mean, there's not more of them here than there was in other places.
Oh, okay.
You know? That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't feel like I'm in the penguin home base particularly.
Oh,
Because there's always that many penguins around. Every penguin is special and a gift. Well, you got me there. I can't really argue with that. A secret. Clear those loose ski poles off the slopes, quick.
I hate steering on the yo-yo, I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't had any issue with that. I really like how you can maintain your momentum from doing a dash or a little swing thing into rolling. That's a really fun way to get speed going. It feels a little bit like doing a drop dash.
Yeah. You know what else feels like a drop dash?
What?
In so much as you land and get speed. I think the higher up, you know when you're like, you yo-yo, you start right, you're in the air, right? And there's a slope below you. And you start riding the yo-yo. I think the further down the slope is, like the more the yo-yo has to travel to hit the ground, the faster you start going initially.
Yeah, that was that cool thing that I did last stream. Yeah. There was like a little half pipe and I go right through it with the yo-yo.
Yeah. Okay, we done then or?
Huh?
A minute ago you were like, much longer do you want?
No, I said I'm doing one more level then.
Oh, okay, sorry, I think
After this level, we're done.
Okay, I guess in the meantime, I'm just gonna...
Cause like I'm trying to get cause I know this game is long, so I'm trying to get as much done in one stream at a time as possible.
Can you believe I've had my arms in my hoodie the whole time?
I'm impressed.
No problems. Yeah.
I'm impressed you haven't fallen asleep then.
I have been trying to sleep better, I think.
That's good. You deserve to sleep better. What? I know so.
I wasn't aware you were a qualified professional.
I'm a professional sweetie pie.
Imagine if you were a professional sweetie pie.
I'm a professional Swedish fish. I like the funny penguin towers.
Imagine if you're a professional professional weedy pie.
Professional what?
Weedy pie.
Oh. Checkpoint. I stole the recipe for tomato cola. Get it safely to my bus. Tomato cola? Last time we were at the store, I noticed they have spiced Coca-Cola now. But it was raspberry spice, which I didn't know was a thing. They have raspberry spiced Coca-Cola.
Raspberry spiced Coca-Cola, which I didn't know was a thing you could make.
Like, what does raspberry spice mean?
That's my OnlyFans name.
Raspberry spice?
Yeah, because in the videos I bring beautiful naked cuties back home, and then I go on their tongues.
Oh, okay.
That's all the content.
Somebody's into that.
I'm absolutely certain. And whoever they are, they're the most precious little beings, and I wish them only the best.
I hate these bird. This fucking bird that I hate. I was about to say I hated those birds, and then I realized
that fucking bird that I hate. That fucking bird I hate. That fucking bird that I hate. That fucking bird that I hate.
What? One of the greatest clips of all time.
I'm thinking about that one tweet. I'm thinking about the one tweet where somebody edited that over like the Sonic Riders Zero Gravity cutscene where the Babylon Rogues show up. They like zoom into the room and knock down. They like zoom into the room and knock down a load of the Meteor Tech robots, and then it cuts to Sonic. He's like, "That fucking bird that I hate."
Beautiful.
I'm dying.
Oopsie.
I think they have a race.
You think what?
Doopsie poop. I don't think Sonic hates Jet though.
I see.
I think Sonic is mature.
I couldn't believe that I found like just a Jet the Hawk toy just at a store a few months ago.
Yeah, because like they have a Jet the Hawk. Yeah, fucking like.
I managed to come back into reality after escaping out of bounds.
Nice. Because like Jet the Hawk, like the last Riders game was on the fucking Kinect. Do you remember that?
I never played it, but I'm aware that it exists.
Well, I mean, nobody played it, but you know. You remember it existing.
I love how both Sony and Microsoft were like, we gotta capitalize off this Wii shit, and then both like failed miserably. Nobody cared about the Kinect or the PlayStation Move.
That's because the market for the Wii didn't care about the Wii at that point. I think probably.
Because it took them so long, because they're like, we gotta come up with our own proprietary technology to do this shit. We gotta spend years developing this. Whereas Nintendo had already spent their years developing that stuff.
And then already gotten sick of it.
Yeah, and then they're like, and by the time they'd finished, and it's like, Microsoft really tried with the Kinect. Because they were like, okay, the Xbox One Kinect's built in. And then they ended up not doing that because everybody complained. Like, we don't want the Kinect built in, actually.
Do you remember fucking, is it Milo or whatever?
Oh yeah. I watched an entire documentary about that game and what a, like, scam it turned out to be.
I mean, of course it was gonna be a fucking scam, like basically
like, it was all made up, essentially.
Fully voice acted and fully animated, lifelike child chat GPTing you, basically. And they were promising this in like 2010 or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just absolute fucking hogwash.
You would be hard pressed to make that even now.
Yeah. The only two things I can think of when I think of Kinect are, other than like weird Minecraft mods people make, is like Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, which is the worst Sonic Riders game, and then the fucking stupid Star Wars thing where it's like they have the fucking cover of I'm Riding Solo where it's like I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Arrow was telling me yesterday that they've launched like a Star Wars trading card game, right? It's called Star Wars Unlimited. And I had to I like burst out laughing at the name, right? Because I think there's no bigger irony than having a Star Wars product that's called Unlimited. Star Wars is the most like incestuous little disgusting franchise there is, you know.
You still have the Star Wars Kinect app on your old iPad?
It's a Twitter client.
Well,
because like, look this way, right? Okay. I want you to imagine buying, like, ignore the Star Wars part of the title, right? Imagine you buy a card game. Imagine you buy a card game, a card pack, right? And it has unlimited written on it, you know? Or in fact, you know, include the Star Wars. As you put the Star Wars back in, right? It's Star Wars Unlimited, right? Like they're setting up the possibilities as being like incomprehensible here, you know? Like oh well, you could have cards of just anything from the expansive Star Wars universe that's now mostly non-canon.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Anyway. And it's
I was talking to Sasha about that recently, where it's so funny that there was all this fan backlash to the sequel series that they've just basically immediately moved on from it. I was like, this isn't canon anymore, and then made a bunch of shows that just undo the canon of the sequel movies.
So fucking embarrassing. But like, his thing, right, is just we know that like the best card is just gonna be like Boba Fett or some shit, right? That's the unlimited potential of Star Wars. Is damn, I can't wait to get Boba Fett. Arrow told me that like she managed to she drew a pack or whatever, right? And she managed to get a card that's like so rare that like, so you know how like a card shop will buy like a big box full of booster packs to sell, right? This card is so rare that you only get one card of its rarity in every 24 wholesale crates.
Oh my god.
Right? And you want to know what the card is?
What?
It's just a variant of Chewbacca.
Oh.
And I think to myself, the
Chewbacca.
the unlimited possibilities of Star Wars. I got Chewbacca.
I got the funny Chewbacca card.
I think Star Wars is just garbage. They should just burn it onto the fucking ground.
What I was gonna say about the Connect, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say it's really funny to me that hold on one sec. Had to cough. Anyway, it's really funny to me that like the main utility that the Connect has is that it turns out that it's actually a really good like 3D scanning thing. Like it's really good if you need to, for any purpose, derive like depth of things, right, in real time. Like it's really fast at calculating depth. So there's all sorts of like tech projects and stuff like that that use the Connect just for its ability to read depth of images really fast. And like that was a lot better use of the technology than using it to play video games or whatever.
Yeah. Invadoroid
which is really funny.
Invadoroid says dishing out whale dollars until I draw Ashoka.
I can't think of Ahsoka. I can't think of Ahsoka the same anymore after that one video.
I hate that. I hate that video. It's fucking awful. It's terrible.
I haven't stayed up with Star Wars in years now. Mostly just because there's too much of it. I don't care that much about Star Wars. You know? When it was just movies, I could keep up with it. But now that it's all this shit, it's like, I don't actually care that much about Star Wars. This doesn't mean that much to me.
I think the part of the problem with Star Wars is like, the original movies are pretty cool, right? The prequels, you know, they're more divisive, but they're also pretty cool. Like, the universe isn't interesting, though. The Star Wars universe has nothing interesting going for it.
It just did.
Technology isn't really considered.
I was gonna say it raises too many questions, because, like, I remember thinking about this, watching, I think it was Mandalorian, or it could have been, well, I don't know what it was. See, there's too much shit. Anyway, or maybe it was Obi-Wan. I don't remember. Whatever.
Yeah.
I remember just all the weapons are the same, right? They all just shoot lasers, right? So why are they modeled after real life weapons? Like they all do the same. Like they have ones that look like pistols, and then they pulled out one that's like this big rifle thing, and like one that looked like a shotgun or whatever, and they're all just shooting the same lasers. Like why does the form factor matter? Because they don't need to hold different types of bullets or anything. They all shoot lasers. Why do they look like guns that we'd have in real life? There's no functional purpose to, like, I could understand putting a scope on one or something, or maybe it's bigger so that it holds more charge or whatever. But why would it then be shaped like a sniper rifle or something? Like
some of them shoot the light faster. Or is it even light? Because like in one of the movies, fucking
they move so slowly.
The edgy guy, he holds a bullet in place in midair, so it can't be light. Or is it the dark side of the Force because you could just turn off the light in the area? You could just stand there and force hold the light away and nobody can see.
Well, anyway, thank you everybody for watching the stream today. It was a lot of fun. Sorry I ended up sleeping in a lot because there was a lot of noise over there. A tree fell over yesterday, and they had a chainsaw out there and we're chopping it up, getting rid of it. So that was keeping me up. So I ended up sleeping extra long, so I didn't have time for Katamari today. I will stream. Huh?
I hate that render of Helpy.
I should have made that one.
It's just he's in the dark slightly. He's in poor lighting conditions. Like he's like in an alleyway, and like he's holding his belly for some reason, and like I don't know how to read how to read the emotion he's displaying. It looks very creepy. He seems too assured of something, and I'm terrified.
But yeah, I'll be back on Thursday, and I will be streaming more Katamari. And we'll stream more Penny's Big Breakaway. On Friday I'll do more Katamari and more Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I'm so full from Souls, yum.
Ugh, get this shit off my screen, please.
Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday, and then Friday, and then Sunday will be more Penny's Big Breakaway, and hopefully another game as well. If I manage to get up, I don't think there'll be a bunch of loud noise that makes me sleep extra long. So, yeah, thank you everybody. I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye bye.
See you on Thursday. See you on Thursday.